Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader.com, here with your Friday morning pre-market webcast. Okay, daily chart, and we're still compressing. We covered a lot of ground yesterday. The bears in the morning, they look pretty good. I mean, if there was ever going to be a time you just saw it just kind of spill out there and start a lower band ride, it was yesterday morning. We traded as low as 48. Bulls came in and defended it a little bit. And then, what happens is what typically happens. They defend it a little bit, and you make a little bit of, you make some higher lows on, 1 minute, and on the 5, and then you chop around. And, the bears defended a couple of lower highs, but once it lost the daily mid band at the time it was about 58.5. Once the bears gave ground to the daily middle band again at 58.5, it opened up a move to the weekly pivot up at 62.70. And once the weekly pivot was gone, we were going right back to 22.67.5, which is where we've seen resistance now for over a week. Let's go to the hourly chart. So here's 67.5. They can't sustain a trade above it, and they bump their heads on it here, and they're bumping their heads on it overnight here. The bulls have got to take out 67.5 and put it in the rearview mirror today. And once it's in the rearview mirror, it needs to stay in the rearview mirror. They need to turn it into a higher low. They have to convert that resistance to support. Then they have to deal with 72s, 73, which has been a problem. That was the old all-time high. And then they have to go out and take out that 22.77 over there on the left-hand side of the screen, which is your new all-time high. If they can't do that, then I fully expect that we will spend today doing what we have done every other day this week, which is playing ping pong between the 67.5 to 70 area and the 50s. In looking at the daily chart, we've now, and looking at the hourly even, we can stay right here. We keep making lower lows. Okay? Now we continue to retrace them back to where they started, but we keep making lower lows. So the bears are not necessarily going away. And every time we go up to 67.5 to 70 and they can't get through, over time it's going to embolden the shorts. Now, the bears are pretty wounded today. They just got taken out of the woodshed for about 1, 2, 3, 4 hours yesterday. So what they're going to be able to muster today is questionable, and that's why the bears need to use that to their advantage, or why the bulls need to use that to their advantage today and take out that 67.5. It's a Friday. If they want to try to walk, they want to try to walk it up, they can. The other alternative is that this tape is just plain tired. It covered a lot of ground yesterday. It's Friday. We're heading into a holiday weekend, and maybe we don't do much. So personally, I'm going to keep an open mind about what it wants to do and then trade it accordingly. But understand that despite the ground that we covered yesterday, we really haven't accomplished anything at all. This week has accomplished nothing. We are trading 65.5. And when we opened up, it's basically where we were. It's where we were Monday morning. Here's Monday morning. Here's where we are now. It's been exciting at times, but we really haven't gone anywhere. Once the compression period is over and we get expansion, the trouble is going to be downside expansion is going to look and feel exactly like yesterday, except they're going to do that one more move. Upside expansion is going to feel like one of these pops, here or here, except the bulls are going to do one more move. So you've got to recognize it for what it is. Very hard to trade. Very hard to trade. And anticipating direction can get you into trouble. So don't do that. Trade the range that's given, and then trade the breakout or the breakdown from that range separately. That's the safest way to go. So control size, control risk. The floors in Chicago are closed on Monday. Globex will be open. It's a normal open Sunday night. We're open until I want to say 1 in the afternoon on Monday. Then they close it for the afternoon and open it back up at 6. So there will be pivots. There'll be a daily report, and there will be a webcast on Monday. But I don't know how much I'm going to trade Monday, depending on what the price action looks like. Okay, that's all I've got. Follow us on Twitter at Princetontrader. Come check out our website, Princetontrader.com, and come take a free trial in our chat room. I'll be back tomorrow morning with another webcast. Trade 'em well, everybody.